I got married, had a child, and I'm here 12 years later, 4 years fighting for divorce. A lot of the emotional abuse was the worst. Bruises heal. The mental, the psychological torture that you go through it's long lasting. Shortly after I left my marriage, other people came to me and let me know that my daughter had been sexually molested. And there've been 3 reports of sexual molestation. There've been numerous reports of physical abuse, and I had nowhere to turn, literally nowhere.
SARC is like a refuge in a way. It's a place where people can come. It's a safe place to talk about things that are really difficult. And with our counseling program, the whole idea is to help people realize that there's still hope for the future. We can't change what's happened, but we can change how we react to it.
So we provide support services to victims of crime, not offending family members, and those affected by crime.
The day we came in here, it was a very difficult day. Plans were immediately made to meet and keep a dialogue open. SARC offered me any support that I would need. They told me about services that they had, other services within the community, options that I may have to get help for me, for my daughter. They asked me to think about where I was struggling the most so that they could see what kind of resources they could tap into to help me. It's just unfortunate that your child becomes one of the statistics. It's not something you ever want a kid to ever have to go through.
We do assessments, right? We do an assessment in the first couple of sessions, and then after a little while, we do another assessment. And I can show them where they have progressed. And that's a really neat thing to be able to do. And you can see it, and their family can see it.
By helping victims through the healing process, it not only helps them individually, but it helps the community as a whole, because many things that society struggles with, such as drug and alcohol abuse, youth violence, teens running away, teen pregnancies, a lot of the societal issues like that tie back to child abuse.
All of our services here are offered free and confidentially, so that's something that's really big for us. Everything here is completely confidential. We do not share information. In fact, if somebody was to give us a call here at SARC and ask about a specific client, we actually do not confirm or deny that anybody is a client here without their permission. And also everything that we do here is free.
We work with them in making sure that we are a bridge to other services if that's what they're needing. Some of those things can include helping them with protection orders, going to hospital calls when someone says that they were raped or sexually assaulted. We also go to court hearings and proceedings. So we try to alleviate some of the stress that they have by doing some of the legwork for them.
And the other thing that I think I really love here is the work that we do with law enforcement and the prosecutors. I think that the passion that they have for each individual client is really incomparable. They really work very hard and very passionately for every client in order to get justice, and they really don't stop at anything. And when they get that verdict, they are just as emotional about that verdict for that client, and they work really hard for that, and I think that's really cool.
SARC picked me up at the lowest of my life, and they've helped to keep me stable. They've shown me nothing but love and support. And if it wasn't for my daughter and having some support, someone to care, I just don't think I'd be here anymore. It's been a long journey. It's been tiring. It's been hard.
Every individual's journey is very different, and you see it sometimes in their language, that change from being a victim and helping them grow into being a survivor. And I think that that's really a piece of it, is you get to help them walk that journey and connect them with the resources that help them turn into that piece.
Often you'll hear us use the term victim because it's a legal term, and we work within the legal system so often, and it's a term that many people can understand. However, it's really important that we all recognize that people who have been victimized really are survivors, because they were able to work through the trauma that they have endured and get to the other side. And so using the word survivors is really key.
My daughter now knows what to accept in her life. She knows how to speak out. My daughter, unfortunately, has to understand safety on a different level to most children. And I'm very thankful that SARC and Anna in particular has been able to show her what safety is in a very child-friendly way.
I think it's important that people understand that regardless of when they may have had an experience of being victimized, it's never too late to seek services, and it's never too late to get the healing that people can really benefit from.
I think one of the things that I would say is that all of us here at SARC really care about what's happening in our community, and we want to see it to be a safe place. And if we can do anything to help our community be safer, we're on it.